Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Rama Krishna,
Madhavaya Namaha,
Rama Govinda Rama,
Shiva Dusudana, Angum Langayate Girim, Shri Guru Veeratarana, Shri Chaitanya Vishnu,
Hare Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Okay, Hare Krishna. Enough. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will continue.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Today we will continue with the.
Say like a minute.
Okay. Okay. Say like you mean it. Hare Krishna. Is that good? Okay. Today we will continue with the reading from Sri Chaitanya Sakshamrita by Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
क्या कर रहे हैं तुम लोग बोलना चाहते
So, as mentioned in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4.5.6, 1.4.8, 4.5.6. Why is it putting fast? It is the Atma which must be observed, heard about, thought of, and meditated upon with fixed concentration. The Atma, my dear Maitreyi, should be realized, should be observed, heard of, reflected on, and meditated upon. When the Atma, my dear, is realized by seeing, being heard of, reflected and meditated upon, all this is known.
The sound is coming.
It's Krishna.
So the Atma here is Krishna.
He is a silver soul in everybody.
He is the super soul in everybody.
And so we want to meditate on Krishna.
So we want
Think
to,
about Krishna.
meditate on Krishna, thinking about Krishna.
We like to observe Krishna.
We would like to observe Krishna.
So in this way, we are Krishna conscious.
So in this way, we are Krishna conscious.
And that is a quick way to awaken our prema.
So that's the quick way to awaken our prema. This Atma is dearer than a son, dearer than wealth, dearer than everything else, and is innermost Paramatma, the super soul within of all.
So, then we look before, Krishna is dearest, and he takes many births, we die, born,
So as we heard before, we take many births, we die and reborn,
but in different births, we have different souls, our sons, daughters, so on.
in different births, we have different souls as our sons, daughters, and so on.
But we always have the same soul.
But we always have the same super soul.
And so he is the most dear,
So he is the most dear,
dearer than anything.
dear than anything. It is not for the sake of the beings, my dear, that they are loved, but for the sake of Atma, that they are love. It is not for the sake of all, my dear. It's all that all is love. But for for Atma's sake, that it is love.
Therefore,
Therefore, the eternal blissful relationship between the Jiva and Krishna is called
Prema.
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 Prema is the full form of spiritual truth.
yeah, that's
So because Krishna is in our heart, and we have others, everything are dear.
It's because we have Krishna in our heart, and we think that others are very dear.
why.
It was actually Krishna who was there.
But it's actually Krishna who's very dear.
Because of him, we love people.
Because of
We
him,
love someone.
so because of him, we love people.
Reasoning is effective.
Reasoning is ineffective. What is factual relationship of spiritual truth with visible material world? When the actual knowledge of relationship sambandha gyan happens, the pragya, transcendental wisdom in the form of bhakti arises. While exploring the nature of spiritual truth, we often become confused. By engaging in various logical arguments, we conclude that the nature of spiritual truth is the opposite of the material nature. By pursuing these logical arguments, we distance ourselves from the supreme truth in the form of spiritual mellow, chitrasa, imagining an incomplete spiritual Brahman in the form of unclean semblance of consciousness, chit-abhasha, and become content with this. When the conception of Brahman as mere consciousness, Chitmatra Brahman, is imagined, then it results in Brahman being perceived as formless, nirakara, changeless, nirvikara, without senses, niravyaya, niravyava, devoid of quality, gunashunya, and without love, premashunya. Similarly, this, to a sky flower, Ka Pushpa, an inconceivable entity, as a result, unable to understand the names, qualities, and activities of his pure consciousness, we attain the state of inactivity. This is why great disturbances in the world occur due to this dry knowledge. This was known from the conversation between Vyasa and Narada.
So if we have a incomplete substance of the absolute truth,
So if we have an incomplete conception of the absolute truth,
and then we know saying the material has to do that's the opposite.
so we think that if this is material, so that has to be the opposite.
That's why we think, oh, this has more, without any more.
So therefore, we think that this has form, that is without any form.
We come to a wrong conclusion.
We come to a wrong conclusion.
We have more because the Supreme Lord has more.
We have form because the Supreme Lord has a form.
Small part of Krishna.
We are a small part of Krishna.
The sun ray,
Like the sun and sun rays.
is not that spiritual is opposite of material.
It's not that spiritual is opposite of the material.
It's different,
It's different,
opposite.
but it's not opposite.
You know, Lord, Krishna has,
We have form because Krishna has form.
we have loving relationship with Krishna. Is so wonderful.
We have loving relation because Krishna is so wonderful.
And people fall into this impersonal conception.
But people fall into this impersonal conception.
Today, we're observing Mahakumbha,
In India, we are observing a Mahakumbha.
and what day is today?
27.
27th, Tuesday. Monday, 27th.
29th
Namaste.
is the Amavasya.
So 29th is Amavasya.
That's one of the big bathing days.
So that is one of the big bathing days.
That's, I think, like 150 million people.
They are expecting something like 150 million people. Oh my God.
Many of these people are Mayavadis
But many of these people are Mayavadis
because they're taught like that.
because they are taught like that.
So, the Vaishnavas are very rare.
So the Vaishnavas are very rare.
And this is us, the outside.
So this is being discussed between Vyasa and Narada. Oh, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5 Naishkaryam api achyuta bhava varjitam Nashobhati jnanamalam niranjana Kutah punasyashvat abhadra vishware Nacharpitam karma yad api akaranam. Knowledge of self-realization, even though free from all material affinity, does not look well devoid of the conception of the infallible God. What then is the use of fruitive activities, which are naturally painful from the very beginning and transient by nature, if they are not utilized for the devotional service of the Lord?
It's reading. Guru Maharaj's medicine.
Guru Maharaj, you have to say-
Hold it,
Guru Maharaj,
hold it.
this way, this way.
So, in the material world, and the fruitive activities, do something, there's a fruit for that.
So in the material activity, in the material world, we do fruitive activities. We do something and we receive a fruit for that.
So, on that transcendental self-realization,
That transcendental self-realization
is not complete unless it has a personal, infallible Lord.
is not complete unless you have a personal, infallible Bhagavan.
One should have a full realization of the Supreme Lord.
So one should have full realization of the Supreme Lord.
Yeah.
Spiritual enjoyment, chit vilasa, if we remain bound to the reflection of pure consciousness, Shuddha Chit Abhasha, that manifests as mere consciousness, Chit Matra Brahman, then we will never be able to know the spiritual enjoyment, Chit Vilasha, of Parabrahma. This has become certain. Brother, move forward, penetrate the reflection of inner consciousness, Chinmatra Pratibha, and enter the spiritual realm, Chit Dhamma, wherein you will see Parabrahman, and his spiritual enjoyment, Chit Vilasa. Then you will taste what substance is the undivided Brahma Rasa. No more will you do the degradation of the soul like a dried piece of wood.
Now, we are a reflection of their consciousness.
So
So
now,
God should all boss.
so now we have a reflection of pure consciousness, Shuddha Chit Abhasa.
And we don't have the full understanding of transcendental consciousness.
We don't have the full understanding of the transcendental consciousness.
And then we can't enjoy, can't know the enjoyment, the chit we lost of the Parabrahman Krishna.
Then we can't enjoy or we can't know the Chit Vilasa of the Supreme Brahman Krishna.
Bhagavad is saying, move forward, move brother, move forward.
So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, "Oh brother, move forward."
Is realize the Brahma Rasa, transcendental happiness.
If you realize this Brahma Rasa, the transcendental happiness,
His material body is like a dried piece of wood.
this material body is like a dry piece of wood.
Nāma-bhajana.
Mundaka Upanishad. In the, in the spiritual realm, beyond material covering is the unlimited Brahman effulgence, which is free from material contamination. That effulgent white light is understood by transcendentalists to be the lights of all lights. In that Swadharma of the Lord, there is no need of sun, moons, and stars for illumination. Nor is there need of electricity. So, what to speak of ignited lamps? On the other hand, it is because those planets are self-illuminating that all effulgence has become possible. So whatever there is that is dazzling is due to the reflection of that Swadharma.
We have sunlight and moonlight. Right?
So we have sunlight and moonlight,
Otherwise, dark
otherwise it's dark.
in the spiritual, every planet is self-illuminated.
But in the spiritual world, every planet is self-illuminated.
And even the light we see here is a reflection
Even the light we see here is a reflection
of that spiritual thought.
of that spiritual Dhamma.
29th of January, going to the sun, is dark moon.
So 29th of January, according to some, is dark moon,
Nāma-bhajana.
Amavasya.
Time the deities were black.
Sometimes the deities wear black.
Purnima, sometimes they were white.
In Purnima, sometimes they wear white.
So in a spiritual world, there's always light.
But in the spiritual world, there's always life.
Nāma-bhajana.
Mundaka Upanishad states that the knowers of the self, Atma, reside in the golden supreme chamber of nature beyond matter, which is pure spiritual, free from the influence of rajas, passion, and devoid of divisions of nishkala, where the pure Parabrahman resides. His names, forms, qualities, and pastimes are manifest by a transcendental light beyond any material light. The material lights of the sun, moon, stars, lightning, and the fire are not qualified to illuminate the spiritual realm. The transcendental light beyond matter from that spiritual Dharma itself illuminate that Dharma.
We need the sun, moon, stars, lightning, fire, electricity, to illuminate this material world.
So we need the sun, moon, stars, lightning, fire, and electricity to illuminate this material world.
But this light here is not able to illuminate the existence beyond matter.
But this light here, it's not able to illuminate the existence beyond matter.
The spiritual Dharma is self-illuminated,
The spiritual Dham is self-illuminating,
and it illuminates the Dharma without all these things.
and it illuminates this Dham, the Dham without all these things.
Brahman and Parabrahman.
There's Brahman and Parabrahman.
Brahman is the universal light.
Brahman is the impersonal light.
Parabrahman is Krishna.
Parabrahman is Krishna.
Heart of the self, Atma
Mm-hmm.
reside in the golden supreme chamber of nature beyond matter, which is pure spiritual.
The supreme knowledge of the self, Atmavid, reside in the golden supreme chamber of nature beyond matter, which is pure knowledge, pure spiritual.
So Krishna, he resides in this transcendental world.
So Krishna, he resides in this transcendental world.
His activities, his qualities, everything is transcendental.
So his activities, his qualities, everything is transcendental.
We want to send the devotees back to Godhead.
So we want to send the devotees back to Godhead. Rebo. Next. The material world is merely an inferior reflection of the spiritual realm, Chit Dhamma. We consider material sources of light, such as the moon and the sun, that are deemed reflection from spiritual life as givers of light. In reality, it is not so. This topic is extensively described in the description of Brahmapura in the Chandogya Upanishad. The spiritual world, Chit Jagat, illuminated by spiritual light, Chit Aloka, is the model Adarsha of this material world. Therein, nothing is inferior. Mere acceptance of anything there is a bliss generating transaction. This material world of 14 planetary systems is merely an inferior reflection of that ideal model. The gross reflections of the sun, and so on, and the subtle reflections of knowledge in the mind, intellect, and ego are the reflection from that light in the spiritual realm. By gross senses, we consider gross sun and so on to be light. By the subtle mind, intellect, and ego produced by Ashtanga Yoga, we regard material knowledge highly. All these are specific natural activities of the jiva bound by matter. Following the instructions of Narada, Vyasadeva, being absorbed in the self, adopted the natural and easy state of samadhi. Through that, he could fully see the names, forms, qualities, and pastimes of the Supreme Person.
So this material world is a rooted reflection of the spiritual world.
So, this material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world.
Mind, intelligence, and the thought field are subdivided.
So, the mind, intelligence, and false ego are our subtle body,
And goes by the earth, water, fire, air, is
the gross body we know, earth, water, fire, air, ether.
this fire, material fire, it considers light.
So this material fire, we consider it to be light.
Hot. The instructions are not just outside of meditate understood the spiritual light.
So getting the instruction from Narada, Vyasadeva started meditating on the spiritual light.
See the names, forms, qualities, pastimes of the spiritual.
He could see the names, forms, qualities, and pastimes of the Supreme Person.
Our Lord Chaitanya, He came and revealed to us that by chanting the holy name, we get the same association. Because there's no difference between the name and the version.
So Lord Chaitanya taught us that by chanting the holy name, you'll get the same association because there is no difference between the name and the Supreme Person.
So we want all the devotees to chant their rounds,
So we want all the devotees to chant their rounds,
take shelter of the holy name.
take shelter of the holy name. As mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, please
Yes, sir.
1.7.4 to 6. Bhakti Yogena Manasi Samyak Pranahite Vade Apasya Purusham Purnam Mayam Tat Apashrayam Yaya Samhim Mohito Jiva Atmanam Trigunatmakam Paroti manute anartam tat kartam chapi patyate. Anartopashanam sakshat bhakti yogam adokshaje lokasya janato vidvams chakre satvata samhitam. 820. This must be very short.
Yeah.
Thus he fixed his mind, Vyasadeva. Thus he, Vyasadeva, fixed his mind perfectly and engaging it by linking it in. Why can't you do it on that side?
No.
Oh, the eyes. So this is for the eyes.
Yeah. Kurmas look up.
Without any tinge of materialism, thus he saw the absolute personality of Godhead along with his external energy, which was under full control. Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, thinks himself as a material product and thus undergoes the reactions of material miseries. The material miseries of the living entity, which are superfluous to him, can be directly mitigated by linking process of devotional service. But the mass, but the mass of people do not know this, and therefore the learned Vyasadeva compiled this Vedic literature, which is in relation to the supreme truth.
So people are solely guilty as material world of the two laws of nature.
So people in the material world are suffering from the three modes of material nature.
Now, uh, a listen to uh, your own body,
Affliction due to what body?
Grasp.
Gross body.
your own body.
Oh, sorry, your own body.
Uh, uh, Atma, Atma,
Atma what good night?
place,
Adhyatmika klesha, Adi Bhautika klesha, and Adi Devika klesha.
Atma, place is from your own body,
So Adhyatmika klesha is from your own body,
the Atma,
Bhautika.
erotic
Mm.
is from hand, dogs, other entities,
Adi Bhautik is from man, dogs, and other living entities,
mosquitoes,
mosquitoes,
snakes,
snakes,
lice,
flies,
and the Adi Devatar.
and in the Adi Devika,
It's too cold,
it's too
too hot,
it's too cold, too hot,
flooded,
flooded. Huh? Flooded.
flooded.
Oh, flood.
You ever undergo any of these big places?
You are undergo any of these three glaciers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, husband or wife argue with you.
What's that, Raj?
Husband or wife argue with their mate.
What did you say?
Husband or wife argue with their mate.
Oh, husband and wife argue with their mates.
That's Adi Bhautik, right?
Yeah, that's big. Yeah, that's Adi Bhautik.
Yes.
Yeah.
Analyze. how, what kind of the three places I have to undergo.
You analyze how many of the three glaciers you have to undergo.
All heaven and ground.
I would like to hear from your mouth. From them all.
Tomorrow.
No, sorry, tonight. I would hear from you tomorrow.
Mhm.
So we continue.
Let us finish this. Yeah. maybe.
Okay.
Hmm.
He realized that even the shadow of the supreme power, which is called Maya, was also understood as an aspect of Paratattva under full control. He understood the anarthas, things not wanted, of the Chit Tattva in the form living entities that are illusioned by Maya. Knowing that through the simple samadhi of Bhakti Yoga, this individual living entity would attain its true nature, he compiled Srimad-Bhagavatam in the form of Sarvata Samhita, which reveals the spiritual pastimes of the Lord.
Reading the Srimad Bhagavatam,
So, by reading the Srimad-Bhagavatam,
you can regain your relationship with Krishna.
you can regain your relationship with Krishna.
Free of all the places and come under the shelter of Krishna.
You'll be free of all the three kleshas if you come under the shelter of Krishna.
So, misery the individual living entity would attain its true nature.
Through the simple samadhi of Bhakti Yoga, the individual living entity would attain his true nature. It's
These are all chant Hare Krishna,
if you all chant Hare Krishna,
Hare Gita, Bhagavad, Chaitanya, Chaitanya,
if you all read Gita, Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita,
come on the see the true nature.
and receive your true nature.
We have 40 minutes finished.
Remind today we were on time, so we'll finish it on time.
Blessing, Guru, blessing.
Blessings.
Blessings to all of you. Krishna Matirastu.
Krishna Matirastu.
Krishna Matirastu.
Haribo. Prasad.
Those given blessings first.
Laddu Prasad.
Sorry, I went with the flow. Sorry.
Guru Maharaj ki.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Guru Maharaj ki. Dear devotees, there's a physical book table to the left of you near the gate, which is Guru Maharaj's personal physical book table. And this is meant for only those who are physically present on this transcendental lotus rooftop. So please visit the physical book table before you leave and see in what way you can serve Guru Maharaj in the instruction of Srila Prabhupada regarding book distribution, special instruction that Prabhupada has given to Guru Maharaj that he should distribute at least 10,000 big books and 100,000 small books every month. It's a monthly contribution, and Guru Maharaj is depending on all of you for that. So please do sponsor whatever you are according to your capacity in the physical book table, and take advantage of the Magha month also.
Mother?
So, an important announcement about the Mahakumbh Mela. As all of you know, the Kumbh Mela generally happens every 12 years. But this Mahakumbh Mela is a little different. It happens only 12 times 12 years. That is once in 144 years. It's a very rare, a lifetime opportunity that you have. And for those who are not able to go there, 29th is the bathing day. And if you want the sacred Amrita water for sprinkling, then you can contact Guru Maharaj's book table, virtual book table, and sponsor the Bhagavad Gita for the Kumbh Mela, so that the book will be distributed on behalf of Guru Maharaj from you in the Kumbh Mela, and you will be receiving the sprinkling of water, and there also will be offering of the water on behalf of you happened at the Kumbh Mela on 29th Amavasya by His Holiness Bhakti Vidai Bhagavat Swami Maharaj. So this is a special great offer from Guru Maharaj's virtual book table, that because if you miss this now, you will have to wait another 144 years because we don't have an opportunity. Okay, that is how it happens. So it's a rarest of opportunity to get saved a little bit of Amrita water for you by contacting Guru Maharaj's virtual book table. And there is a discount rate for this particular sponsorship also announced for this Kumbh Mela especially. 21 Bhagavad Gita is rupees 5,250. 31 Bhagavad Gita rupees 7,750. 251 Bhagavad Gita rupees 62,750. 1,008 Bhagavad Gita rupees 2,52,000. 501 Bhagavad Gita 1,25,250. 108 Bhagavad Gita at rupees 27,000 only. 51 Bhagavad Gita at rupees 12,750, and 11 Bhagavad Gita is just 2,750 rupees. Immediately send your WhatsApp message of your sponsor to Guru Maharaj virtual book table at +91 94 34 76 04 02, or you can sponsor on the physical book table for those who are present here and give your name and address for the water of the Prayag. And today we have in the Mahakumbh Mela-thon Vaikunta Lakshmi Devidasi from Hyderabad 4 Bhagavad Gita, Brajanath Gauradas from Andhra Pradesh 13 Bhagavad Gita, Brajesh Das from Mumbai 2 Bhagavad Gita, Sudarshana Brajesh Das from UK 4 Bhagavad Gita, Radheshyam Dharai from Howrah 2 Bhagavad Gita, Yogesh Gopinath Das from Balaram Desh 1 Bhagavad Gita, Mamata De from Assam 3 Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Kripa Murti Das from Vrindavan 3 Bhagavad Gita, Rangamai Ramakrishna Das from Singapore 11 Bhagavad Gita, Ananda Sindhu Jagannath Das from Bangalore 11 Bhagavad Gita, Argya Gyan from Haldia 4 Bhagavad Gita, Mahendra Begal 3 Bhagavad Gita from USA, Ujjal Prema-bhakti Devidasi from Punjab 13 Bhagavad Gita and 50 small books, A.G. Parandaman from Chennai 2 Bhagavad Gita, Runu Rudra from Chhattisgarh 9 Bhagavad Gita, Bhubai Manik from Hooghly 6 Bhagavad Gita, Ajit Atma Mukunda Das from Surat 2 Bhagavad Gita, Venkatesh Murthy MS from Mangalore 11 Bhagavad Gita, Manjunath Alur from Mangalore 8 Bhagavad Gita, Ananda Mohan from Mumbai 51 Bhagavad Gita, Rajiv Paul from Uttar Dinajpur 11 Bhagavad Gita, Neelamari Padma Devidasi from Mumbai 16 Bhagavad Gita, Suja Prakash from Kerala 2 Bhagavad Gita, Mridula Chakravarti from Kolkata 1 Bhagavad Gita. We have our Nitya Savage, Balachandra Sena, Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi, Balavrinda 4 small books. From Khasadesh, we have Damini Mataji and her family 1 Bhagavad Gita and 10 small books, exactly 1:10 ratio, exactly as Guru Maharaj needs it. As per the instruction of Sri Prabhupada to Guru Maharaj is the 1:10 ratio, and Damini Mataji and family is continuously, consistently contributing as a daily, daily basis, on the daily basis. Lakshmi Ishwari Devidasi 11 Bhagavad Gita for Kumbh Mela, and we have also Shushank Koti Krishnadas from USA 2 small books. Srila Prabhupada and Central Book Distribution ki jai. Also, these devotees get a special Narasimha Puja in a few hours from now in Siddham Mayapur, and all of you devotees also please bless them by calling out Nitai Gauranga with me. Nitai Gauranga. Thank you very much. And please pause on this wonderful opportunity of participating in Guru Maharaj's virtual book table pastime. Even if it's a single Bhagavad Gita, just 10 small books, please do WhatsApp anytime at +91
94
94
34
34
76
76
04
04
02.
02. And now prayers. First is for speedy and full recovery of our dear Guru Maharaj. Second is we have a message. Bhadracharu Prabhu again admitted to ICU yesterday. He had chest pain after the surgery. So we request all of the devotees to also pray for Bhadracharu if Lord Krishna desire to protect him. And of course, our prayers include for all those who are celebrating their anniversaries today for the well-being and blissful Krishna consciousness. Please do join me in the intense prayer. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Vaishnav Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Guru Maharaj ki jai. Jai Guru Premanande.